Well, good evening and welcome to the Town Hall Get to Know broadcast. I am Stephen Smith, and this is the Live with Nature, LWN. That's the acronym for Live with Nature Foundation. And it's Wednesday. Hey, we're going through a tropical storm today. It is quite a mess weather-wise outside. We're here in Sarasota, Florida. We appreciate the fact that you're taking time to come and join us. I just want to say thank you to all the viewers. We want to say thank you to our Facebook viewers as well as the YouTube, those that are watching on Roku, Amazon Fire, Android, and Apple TV on the E360 TV app. Hey, we hope you're doing good. Okay. So tonight we're talking about the LWN, the Live with Nature. It's going to be kind of like a recap. My guest was not available tonight. She wasn't going to be able to come. That is Sharon Chung. She actually is Miss World, Washington, D.C. And so we're going to be having her coming up in the next several weeks. We're just trying to coordinate exactly when she can get back on. We have some great guests coming up, though. We have Win Henderson coming up on Friday. You want to join us at Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He is super awesome, written a ton of books, but he's written one book in particular because recovery is super important to him and helping people. Yeah, he does that too, because that's the kind of people I love being around, people that are helping other people to achieve a higher quality of life. He wrote a book and he'll save a person $30,000 in recovery by reading his book. And so I'll save all that information till Friday. But Win Henderson on Friday, we have, as a matter of fact, and this is why I want to do this. I just want to now bring everybody up to speed. You know, what is the impact that the LWN Live with Nature Foundation is making? If you don't know, this is a nonprofit foundation. We were formed on January 1st, 2020. And so we are into this for 10 solid months now, into our 11th month. And we are very excited. Our first year has been challenging and fun and interesting. We are a platform for positive transformational change. We've been doing Facebook videos, but that evolved into this TV show that you're watching right here and right now. And it's so awesome because it's all about spreading the message of hope. We care about you. We love you. We want you to have the best quality life that you could possibly imagine. And it's based all on my story, to be honest. Uh, I had a pretty good life, but the bottom line is that I made some choices, and those choices ended up causing me to go homeless, go to jail, lose my license for 10 years. Yeah. And so when I ended up being homeless because of my drinking career, I finally had to come to terms with that. And I had to say, hey, look, this is not working. This is not working well at all. I got allowed, I should say, complacency to get in my way. And when I got complacent, I started making choices that took me to homelessness. And I wouldn't ever take this back because this was the opportunity for me to learn, for me to grow, and to become the person that I am now with the LWN Foundation. So I created that so that we could help the community. That's what it's about. It's about serving the community. What we have accomplished this year is really a whole lot. The bottom line to all of this is that we now have open a new life referral center. It's a virtual opportunity for people to reach out to us. If you're struggling with homelessness, or you're struggling because of mental health issues and concerns, or suicide, or want some counseling, we have a network of providers that we can refer you to help you get the help that you want. We are looking forward, honestly, to the point in time where the foundation has money to be able to help those that might not be able to afford to pay for counseling. We're affiliating ourselves with several foundations that uh, do provide the services as well. Recently, I've done a couple panels. One was about mental health. It was a 2-hour special several months ago. About a month and a half ago, we did one on what is human trafficking, and we talk about answers, we talk about solutions, and the awareness and raising the awareness. I have aligned the foundation with Rise of the Butterfly. That is Layla Love. If you've seen any of my shows, then you've seen Layla. Now Layla is supporting and helping survivors of human trafficking. Now, human trafficking is a crime. It's a crime against humanity. It's a crime against our children, our friends, and sometimes people get involved in things that end up being a really difficult situation. They're abused, they're beaten, they're killed in some cases. People are stealing kids right off of the streets. They're stalking us on our social media. It's big business. Many high level people are involved in this, and we want to try and put an end to it. And so I've been trying to raise the awareness, and so that's going to culminate our year here in December. We've been leading up to a fundraiser, and we've got some great things coming your way. Now you can do your part with this as well, and that's what we need. We need to be a team. We need to group together and stand up. And this is a very touchy subject, and I understand that. I recognize that it's a pretty tough deal, and that when we stand up against human trafficking, we're standing up against some people that are, my gosh, really bad guys or girls, because they're all involved. And they don't like what we're doing, but it doesn't matter to me because we are going to do our part. So we have a fundraiser already going. We're trying to raise funds for survivors of human trafficking. And I hopefully tonight will be able to show you the beginning of that 2-hour special. I just want to play a portion of that. We had a great panel of experts that spoke to human trafficking in the beginning. I also want you to hear Jason Cisneros. Now, Jason, he goes and travels the world rescuing people from that human trafficking trade, and I love him. I am so honored to have had him on the show, and so I want you to hear what he says. And one of the things that he talks about is that we have to get together. We have to get to know our neighbors. We have to pay attention to what's going on. If something strange is going on and it doesn't seem right, we need to contact the authorities, because these people that are doing this stuff need to be put in jail. Plain and simple. There's all kinds of rumors about the fact that there's some very serious charges coming down the pike on these people and that they're going to be exposed. And I'm standing up for this. As a matter of fact, this is how serious it is. I just spoke today with the brand new mayor of Sarasota, Florida. Eric, excuse me, Arroyo, just appointed the mayor here in Sarasota. He is going to be on our town hall get to know here on Wednesday, December 2nd. And we're going to be talking about this. And he's going to be helping us as well. He's helping me to align myself, the LWN Live with Nature Foundation, with other groups here in town that are standing up to the human trafficking, raising the awareness. People like Layla Love with Rise of the Butterfly that are helping to support and get help for the people that have survived human trafficking and get them the services that they need. It's a long process, and it's something that personally I didn't have to experience by the grace of God. But the fact is that it can take a long time for people to get through this and process that experience. And all we want to do is help them enjoy their life. Just have a, you know, I'm getting chills. It's like, wow, traumatic. But the fact of the matter is that if they know that they're loved and they have the support that they need to be able to do something better with their lives, because we help to provide that for them, then that's what I want to do. It's not what I want to do. That's what I am doing. And it's beautiful. And so, yeah, what is the LWN Foundation doing? We're helping people. That's what we're doing. But we need you too. Now, you can go to the lwnfoundation.org website. You can go to my store. The only thing I've got going on that store is going straight direct linked right to Layla Love's store. She's got artwork. She is a world renowned artist. She's got a fantastic line of clothing. It's using renewable and eco-friendly dyes in the clothing. Great stuff. And every time if you want to get some of this, do it now though, because you can still get it shipped to you for Christmas gifts. But when you do that, all that money is going to help survivors of human trafficking. And these people need your help. They really do. And so Eric Arroyo, the mayor, he knows this too. He knows how important this is. So he's going to help us, help other people in Alliance. And you got to watch this uh, broadcast December 2nd. You just got to see Eric. He's going to be so awesome. I'm so glad. And I've never done anything like this before. This is the truth. I've never called the mayor, had the mayor actually talk to me on the telephone, and then come on my show. So we got some huge things coming on. We're going to have this huge fundraiser at the end of December. We haven't got that all figured out, but it's coming. We're working on it every week. And now you can help by going to the website, and everything that you buy, proceeds are going to help survivors of human trafficking. We would certainly appreciate if you would do that. Um, Okay. So I wanted to say thank you for all of those that will help us support this most worthy cause. We're going to do our part to put an end to human trafficking. And so what I'd like to do, and I'm hoping that this works. I've had a couple attempts at this where it didn't work out so well for me. But that's okay, because you know what? This is live TV and things do happen, and it's okay. Just roll with the punches. And anyways, I had audio issues a lot lately, but that's okay. We're going to try and roll some of this. And this is the opening of a 2-hour special that I had back on October 18th with this panel of experts. And I want you to kind of stick with me. I won't play it super long, but I want you. I'll stop it. I'll come back in here in just a few moments. And in the meantime, let me just do this. Let me try and share this screen. Hope that the audio works. And perhaps if you're watching, let me know if the audio is not working. Okay. I need to know that. And by the way, folks, you are watching the Town Hall Get to Know show, and we appreciate you. We certainly do. We are glad that you're here. Um, I'm excited about this fundraiser that we've got. Um, to know that you can help somebody when you actually reach out and help a person, what I found is that it's the greatest thing that I've ever been able to do. Way better than my drunken days or my getting high days. The high from it and the um, joy that you get when you put a smile on somebody's face is incredible. And I know that I am, as Evan Carmichael says, built to serve. That is my purpose. I have a regular day job. I do. But I look forward to being able to devote my full time and attention to this foundation to take us to the next level, and we need your help and support to do that. And we love you for watching. I want to do a special shout out to all of my Facebook fans that have been sticking with me, that have been watching. My goodness, thank you. You know what? Everybody that reaches back out to me and says, "Steve, I appreciate what you've done and what you're doing." That makes my day. That gives me the motivation to keep on doing what I'm doing, and nothing's going to stop me from helping people. That's why I've got the referral center now. And if you're struggling with a mental illness, or whether you're struggling because you're homeless, or you're addicted to drugs and stuff, or alcohol, or you just want to talk to somebody, reach out to us, because I've got such a great group of people that can help you. That's what I want to do, is help you obtain the highest quality of lifestyle you can get. Now, let's go to the screen share. Let's just do that. Let me couple things here. All right. This or screen share, and let's hope that the audio works. And if you're watching on Facebook, I might not be seeing all the comments, I don't think tonight, but do give me a comment. I'll try and take a look at the phone here in just a minute. uh if there, make sure that the audio is working, because it's been my audio has been haunting me. So let's try this and see if I can get it to work. um okay, specials. We're going to share this, and I'm going to start this video, and let's see if this works. Yes. Cross our fingers that it works. Yes. Beautiful. Now we need is volume. I hope it's playing. Please let me know if there's no audio. Okay, I just found out that there's no audio. So let me try this, right? Hang on, folks. Let's see if I can get this audio. As well as Rise of the Butterfly. These are two other nonprofit foundations that have the same types of visions that we do, and that is to help and empower people and support them. You know, human trafficking is modern day slavery. So let me know now if you're hearing the audio. Tragic crime taking place. Lip reading still. Darn it. And across America and across the globe. Oh, that team spirit is why the LWN Alive with Nature. Okay, good. With Rise of the Butterfly and She Speaks Solutions to do our part and educate communities about the dangers associated with human trafficking. We have a great panel this evening, and so I'll be introducing those folks in just a moment. I want to let you know that, you know, it's a difficult situation to have to tell our children to beware of strangers, but it's disheartening as well. Excuse me, it's disheartening as well. Maybe a little nervous here, folks. But in the current time of financial distress, even family members and relatives are taking up opportunities because of COVID-19 and the financial distress that goes with that to even sell their children. See, I think you're hearing the skips on this too. Or the neighbor next door. I'm really hoping to get a computer really soon, so I don't have this kind of thing. We're going to talk about that. We're going to be looking at a video in just one moment, so I want to introduce. I happen to know that that video too doesn't have any sound. This sound thing's been haunting me forever. This is Rise of the Butterfly, and just take a watch, and then we'll be back with our panel, and I'll introduce our panel to you right after this video. I know it didn't work on the audio here, but I think it absolutely just didn't work, and I'm pretty sure because I'm seeing the skipping, you're seeing the skipping. My goodness, I need a new computer. I swear I'm going to get one so that I don't have these issues. So to you. We will. So I don't know whether this is just a drag or say what. But you know what? Start with Jason. Jason, how are you doing? You're pretty good. The Bald Avenger is with us. You're such a dynamic guy. Tell us about yourself, Jason. Audio. Everybody's having audio issues, right?
Sorry, I thought we were all doing it in no sound since the video we couldn't hear it either.
Yeah.
We're going to show that again.
Good. No, I'm Jason Cisneros, also known as the Bald Avenger, as the tag says, and I'm looking forward to interacting with everybody on this panel. I know a few of you and the work you're doing, so it's going to be fun.
Thank you. I'm just looking to see if we. I thought he was going to be there. You know, I had created a video, a short one. It was better. There she is. Wonderful. Okay, let's go with Dr. Bob Choate. How are you doing this evening, Dr. Bob? How is it in LA up there today?
It's a lot nicer today. Thank you. The heat's kind of amped down, so fun day to get a good outdoor workout. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Dr. Bob Choate, known as Transformational Grandmaster. My background is varied. I'm a former Los Angeles police officer going back 40 years ago, way long time ago, when I actually left, just about. And Marine veteran. I also have my PhD in clinical and neuropsychology, so I love to really help people regarding their mental capacities and their mindset and so forth.
Thank you, Bob. I know that you're such a dynamic guy. I'm so blessed to know you. I've known you for a couple of years now. I know that you help a lot of people. You know, yeah, you're also as well with Dr. Sophie, who will speak next. Have a Facebook group called Wisdom Cafe, and I know that I've learned a lot of wisdom from that particular group. Dr. Sophie, welcome.
Hello, welcome and thank you. And it's such an honor to be among all of you guys doing amazing things with great intentions. I'm Dr. Sophie Nubani. I'm a creative interpersonal executive coach, best-selling author of Optimize Your Creative Mindset, an emotional intelligent coach, and known as the creative mindset strategist. And I'm very honored and I'm very happy to contribute, spreading awareness on such topic that is near and dear to many of our hearts, and hoping to find solutions as we continue collaboration and connecting our message to the world.
Amen. Thank you very much for that. That's so awesome. You're so dynamic. I love you very much. We're going to talk a little bit later too about optimizing our creative mindset.
Yes.
Play into that. And Latina, welcome this evening. Latina with She Speaks Solutions. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, guys. I'm well. It is a pleasure to be with everyone this evening. I am Latina, and I'm with She Speaks Solutions Incorporated, and we actually focus on connecting the dots and informing and educating underserved, high-risk, diverse communities. So what we really want to do is provide awareness in mental health and mental health awareness in those communities that just don't have access to the information that's available. Resources like Dr. Sophie and Dr. Bob, as I did a little research, are resources that are just not even aware in our communities. So I definitely am excited to learn a lot more about everyone in this cause with Layla Love and Stephen, thank you for the opportunity to be with such an amazing panelist and talk about a topic that is very hush and hidden in my community. So I definitely am excited to be a part of this panel this evening.
Excellent. We're very glad that you're with us this evening. And we have Layla Love with Rise of the Butterfly. Layla, good evening. Welcome.
Good evening. Thank you so much for having us all here tonight. It's really an honor to be here. I am the founder of Rise of the Butterfly, which is a nonprofit that brings awareness and funding to survivors of human trafficking for different integrative healing processes that are necessary to restore the women and children so that they can re-enter life as they very much deserve to, and they need our support. So that's why I'm here, just speaking for those who are still voiceless.
That's so awesome. It's so dynamic. You do such beautiful art, and it all centers around people that are going through surviving are a lot of the things. You did a lot of traveling that inspired you to help people, and I'm just so very proud and honored that you're here with us. Now, folks, if you happen to be watching this broadcast and you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on YouTube, we want you to share this video out. We also want you to know that we are raising money for Rise of the Butterfly this evening. You can go to the LWN Live with Nature Foundation .org/donate and donate some money, and we can start helping people. But tonight we're going to talk about some solutions. We need to be vigilant. There are predators everywhere out there. They can surface in the strangest ways, and they use kindness to get what they want, and that's your children, right? Yes. These traffickers stake out public parking lots, schools, parks, churches, even they scan your Facebook and Twitter posts to find potential victims. This is a matter of life and death, literally speaking. Most kidnapping victims are unable to escape, and when they are no longer a good revenue source for them, they're disposed of, and many of them meet the end of their life right there. Through deceptive practices, a lot of these victims are whisked off to foreign countries and gone forever. The result is a life of slavery, violence, drugs, and abuse. This is a dead-end road. Let's stop this now. That's what we need to do. So,
Amen.
Yes, no further ado, I want to now go to Jody Parr. Jody, you are a human trafficking survivor, a very dynamic person, an advocate for putting an end, as I just mentioned, to human trafficking. Why don't you introduce yourself to the viewers, please?
Thank you so much, Stephen, and thank you so much for everybody else that's on here that's fighting this. My name is Jody Parr. I'm a best-selling author of the book Boss, which stands out for Breakout Silent Soldier. And I also am a speaker and a transformation coach as well. I do a lot of spiritual influencing on Facebook, and I also do human trafficking advocacy.
Yes, excellent. You have a pretty high profile out there on Facebook. Certainly we want people to look everybody up here. At some point here in the near future, we're going to have contacts scrolling across the bottom of that screen for you to be able to reach out and speak to any one of these panelists that are with us tonight. Now, Jody is actually going to as well be with us tomorrow night on the Town Hall Get to Know. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to continue this discussion we had, as a matter of fact, Jason Cisneros the other night as well. And you want to go back, you can go to Facebook, but you can also go to YouTube and watch these videos. You can go to our website to find it easy enough and go to E360 TV. Now, we are streaming to Roku. We're streaming to Amazon Fire, Apple and Android TV. If you have a smart TV, you can download that app and watch us on TV. Yes. And so, Jason, I had mentioned Jason. Jason does a lot of stuff, but I do really want to go back to Jody first, and ask you to maybe tell your story. So you went through some difficult times, Jody. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. Thank you so much. So first of all, I have to thank God that I'm here, because my story is something that I kept silent for 23 years. I never thought I'd tell a soul. I buried and blocked it. And I'm so thankful for God that I'm able to share it, and that he gives me the courage to do so. I was 18 years old, and I was very rebellious. I couldn't wait to turn 18 because I was able to leave home at that age. And I had started to live with my aunt and uncle, and they were very lenient. They were not as strict as my parents were. I grew up in a very safe house, and so I didn't realize there was even an evil world out there. I was very naive to that. And so I started working at this place. I was super excited that I even got hired, and I was there for a little bit, and this guy walked in, and he was good looking. And I was a teenager that was insecure. I was a teenager that was mad at my parents. I was a teenager that thought I knew everything. And so when this guy walked in and wanted to talk to me, I was just beyond myself, like excited about it. You know, he was a business guy. He had on a suit. He looked very well put together. And so he asked for my phone number. I gave him my phone number, and I didn't think he was going to call me. I really didn't. And he ended up calling that very night, and I ended up talking to him for 3 months, and he kept me on the phone for hours. And we talked about everything. I would bare my soul to him, and I trusted him. And that's one thing that I really want people to know, is that traffickers will take time for you to trust them. They will be your best friend in the whole entire world. They will promise you the world. I had a vision of being married to him. I had a vision of the happily ever after, meeting his parents. He always told me, when I propose to you, it's going to be so amazing. It's going to be so wonderful. And so I had full trust in him. And it had been about 3 months, and he had told me that he loved me. And he had asked me, if I ask you to marry me, will you say yes? And I told him, absolutely, like, yes, I will definitely say yes. And so he had told me that he was actually coming back into town, and that he wanted me to meet his parents, and we were going to go to like a high profile cocktail party. And he said, I want you to look your best. I want you to, wear a little black dress and heels, and, you want to look really nice for my family, and I might have a surprise in it for you. Which made me think that I was going to get proposed to. And the day that I was supposed to meet him, the phone rang, and it was him. And he said, I'm so sorry, flights are delayed. I'm not going to be able to pick you up. And I remember my heart kind of dropped a little bit. And he says, don't worry, my best friend's going to. and he's also a bodyguard. So he's safe. So you're good. And I remember there was a gut feeling that I shouldn't go, and I didn't listen to it. I said to him, I don't know if I really want to go. And he said, well, don't you trust me? And I did. I trusted him so much. And so I said, yeah, I do trust you. And so we planned to meet at this parking lot. And when I got there was another guy there instead. The bodyguard was just as tall as he was wide. And he got out and he knew my name. So I felt a little bit of trust there that he knew my name. And the next thing I know, I was blindfolded. And I remember thinking I'm going to get proposed to. I remember thinking that this is it. When the blindfold comes off, I'm going to be at a fancy party. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be all these things that he had promised me from talking to me for 3 months, except when the blindfold came off, it was a really rundown motel. And I had shared with him that I was a virgin. And I knew right then I was in trouble. And so I started to beg this guy, and he put a gun to my back and told me I better not say a word. And I knew at that moment it was either live or die. It was either I was going in that motel room or he would have shot me. And so, I'm sorry, I was forced into the motel room, and I go into all the details in my book. I'm not going to take up the time to do that here, but I was able to escape twice. And the first time I was able to escape, I was threatened, my family was threatened, and I went back. And that was something that haunted me for the longest time because I went back. And I feel like that is what so many victims feel, is shame and guilt. And like, why did you do that? And why did you listen to this guy? You know, I didn't understand at that time where Trek even went or what happened to him. All I knew was this guy that I was so in love with was gone, and he had disappeared. And I was in this situation that I didn't know how to get out of. And yeah.
So you got away, and then you went back.
Mm-hmm.
You came back again.
Yeah, I went back because he was calling my house where my family lives, and he kept hanging up the phone. And when I answered the phone, he said, you think I'm playing with you, baby girl? I'm about to kill your whole entire family. I know everything about your family, where they live, every detail you told Trek, I know. And so I went back a second time.
Well, you ended up escaping, and that's the good part, and that's something that doesn't happen very often, is that you were able to make that break and get back out. And I want to thank you, because I personally can't imagine, but I can tell you that it takes strength to be able to do what you just. Okay. Wow. Really, really super powerful. Very difficult to have to hear. Things happen, and sometimes we might wonder, why is this happening to me? And I guess what I'm thinking is this, is that I want people to know that there are people like myself, Rise of the Butterfly, She Speaks Solutions, and many, many others out there that are willing to try and help anybody that might be suffering as a result of the human trafficking issue that's taking place all across the world right now, for anybody that's suffering really for any reason. That's why I did this at the LWN Live with Nature, was to be able to serve the community in a better way. I made a decision to fly above the wire when I was homeless, because I did have a choice at that time. And I'm so glad that I made the decision that I did, that it brought me to this point where I'm able to get to know people like Jody Parr, like Layla Love, like Latina Parks with She Speaks Solutions, Dr. Jenny with Age Vital, Dr. Sophie, Dr. Bob, Dr. Lisa Sanders. By the way, we've got Dr. Lisa. She's on that board as well. She'll be coming up here, I believe, at the end of the month, I think the 27th. So we're doing a big deal here about human trafficking. We're putting our foot down and we're saying no. We want you to join us. We want you to help. You can volunteer to your local foundation that their platform is human trafficking prevention and awareness. You can donate to Rise of the Butterfly. You can donate through the LWN Foundation. We need your support. And allow the people that are doing what they do, people like Jason Cisneros, to go and rescue these people. And people like Layla, who's coordinating now with Pearl Haven, actually in Hawaii, to have a place where people can go and get their life back together. We need your help. We need to raise the awareness, and we need to band together. More than ever, the world needs love. We need to understand that there is still love there. And the truth of the matter is that the people that are committing this crime against our humanity, they need help too. Well, they need to learn their lesson as well. But they need support too, so we want to try and help them so that they don't ever do this again. And I can assure you that no matter what the traumatic situation that anybody might experience, I've had to learn and experience for myself that it takes a very long time to get through it and to come to terms with it. And that's where we need the professional help. And that's why I'm so blessed that I have the people around me that I've been able to bring into my world, because I made a choice. I made a choice to say, hey, look, yes, I made mistakes. I forgive myself for my mistakes. I let my higher power, whom I call God, work in my life to be able to create the life that I have now. To become a servant of God, to be able to be a servant of the community. And the reward is beyond measure. And it's not financial. It's not financial. It's not about the money in the end. It's about just helping people and putting a smile on their face. And that's what this is all about. The LWN Live with Nature Foundation has worked very hard this year to try and let people know that we are an empowerment platform. I've got tons of videos. If you haven't seen them, I mean, I've got over 300 videos up on YouTube. Go to our website. You can go to the live stream tab. You can tap on there. That'll take you to YouTube. We'd love for you to subscribe up there. Tap that notification bell so that you can then be notified when we upload new video. You can go to E360 TV right off of my website and watch some of these old shows that we've done anytime on your smart TV, on the E360 TV app for Amazon Fire, Roku, Apple or Android TV. We're pleased. We're let me just pull this down for a sec. We're pleased that we have the ability to be able to share tonight about this. I certainly wish our guest was with us tonight, but she had something else that was going on. She'll be back. Sharon Chung, Miss World, Washington, D.C. And she's planning to bring back her pageant mate. No, their competition got postponed because of the COVID thing. And the bottom line is that as soon as she's got some free time, she'll be with us. I'm certain of this. I believe that wholeheartedly. You know, if you're struggling perhaps with alcohol or drug addiction, I've got Wynn Henderson coming up here on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You've got to watch this. That's a really special spot for me because, you know, I was able to overcome alcohol and drugs. I don't have to use it anymore for as a coping system, and I am grateful to God. And only, by the way, by the grace of God, am I able to sit here sober. I couldn't do it on my own. I sure couldn't. I sure could not. So I had to turn it over. I had to turn it over, folks. Here we go. Okay. So I had to turn my life over. I had to rely on the inspiration that I've got to do what I'm doing with the foundation. And we need your help and support. We can do more. I told you that it's about a pay it forward theory with me. But the fact of the matter is that the more money that the foundation has, the more people that I can help. The more money that I personally have, the more people I can help. I'm just so looking forward to our future. I really am. Okay. I want to say thanks again for everybody that's, you know, taking time to come and join us. If you didn't see this show last week or a couple weeks ago, you need to see it. You can go to our website, www.lwnfoundation.org, and click on the E360 TV app, or you can go to our YouTube and watch it there. We need your support on the YouTube channel. Go up there and subscribe. We need that help too. You know, we're also doing the Sunrise Daybreakers, and for quite some long time, up until recently when I had to focus on the New Life Referral Center, what we're doing with this fundraising event. I was doing literally every day videos in the morning. You can join us for the Sunrise Daybreakers Tribe. That is an opportunity to connect to nature, to connect to source, to connect to the community on Mondays at 7 a.m. And I'll go live. I do occasionally, sometimes, just when I feel like it and I have some extra time. Now, I just want to quickly play a couple things for you. There's not a lot of time left, but I find it interesting that I say the same things today that I said almost three. I was looking, you know, it's about 3 years I've been doing these videos. I'll be doing these videos for the rest of my life the way I see it. But I want to do this. This is a great place. If you've ever caught the sunrise daybreakers at the celery fields here in Sarasota, it's really, really cool. Lions, tigers, and bears, folks. Okay. Had to lighten it up a little bit. The human trafficking is seriously a heavy duty subject, but join us to help others. Okay. I told you, lions, tigers, and bears. Welcome. We've got the lions roaring behind us. You have joined me. This is the Sunrise Daybreakers Tribe. This is the opportunity to connect to nature, connect to source, and connect to community. The community is you, and I appreciate the fact that you've taken time to come and join us. This morning, I'm talking about take time. to enjoy life. I have to say, I'm glad that they're in a cage. It's not great that they're in a cage, but by gosh, if I was standing out here and they were in the bush, I'd be a little bit concerned. So welcome to Southwest Florida, Sarasota, Florida. We're talking about enjoying life. One of the reasons why I came right out here I'm at the top of the Celery Fields Hill in Sarasota, Florida. We're at about the highest elevation in Florida, a whole 45 feet, something like that. But I appreciate the fact that you've taken time to come and join me. I believe that you watch these videos because you desire positive transformational change in your life. We talked about that the other night with Dr. Bob Choate. How to make a transformational change in a positive manner in your life. Well, part of it is to enjoy life, and it might seem that it's difficult to try and enjoy life. There's so much stuff going on in our world these days. The world is definitely making a transformational change. And sometimes it might be really hard to actually try and enjoy it because people might have lost their jobs. We might be fighting and arguing with our loved ones or our friends. But what we have to do is get grateful. Today, by the way, I call it Thankful Thursday. Because I like to start my day with gratitude. And the reason I start with gratitude is because as I'm just waking up, that's one of the most receptive moments of a day, other than when we're going to sleep. We're in that theta stage in our brain. Everything that we're getting is going directly into our subconscious. And our subconscious is our belief system, and that's what guides us to make the decisions about how we perceive life. Because it's our belief system. So by putting positivity and gratitude into my brain very first thing, it's going to set the stage for my day to be happy. It doesn't mean that things won't happen that are going to challenge me. I'm a human. We're all human. So we can be challenged. I can temporarily get upset. But the beautiful thing about it is that I've been practicing gratitude for a long time. And because of the consistency, I'm able to enjoy life so much better. I don't hang on to the regrets or the angers or, this person created this for me. I take accountability for the things that happen in my life because I know that I actually created them, or then I actually allow my mind to go to wherever it is that creates the negativity. And so what I have to do is I have to let go of the negative stuff. And it starts with forgiving myself. And so when you forgive yourself of the things because you've made mistakes, and yes, I personally have hurt my family, my friends, my children. And although I don't regret it because now I recognize that I learned something from that so that I wouldn't do that in the future, well, I'm not proud of it, but the fact is that those difficult moments and those times that I fell and hit the ground were the opportunity to learn and grow. We can grow from our difficulties. And so when we start our day with positivity and gratitude, it sets that stage, like I said, to be able to go about enjoying that day to the best of our ability, because the fact is we only have this moment. We only have this present minute right here, right now. And so if we make the most of it and we act like it's our last day here on earth, you can really have a good time. No, I'm not saying do negative stuff or things that might harm us, from our mind or our body physically. We want to do good things. We want to do things like random acts of kindness because that creates joy. And when we have gratitude, that sets up a chemical reaction within our body. It releases the serotonin, the oxytocin. Hello? Hey, do you love nature? I love nature. I'll tell you what. Do you like waking up in the morning and watching the sun come up? Well, you're in the right place. I'll tell you why. Because I love nature. The reason I love nature is because it helps me get centered.
we let our bathtub go too long. It had rust in it, it had deep pitting in it, there were chips. I, quite frankly, thought it was unrepairable.
Total Coatings is a family-owned and operated bathtub and shower refinishing company. We've been around since 2006, but we use a exclusive non-toxic porcelain coating that was developed over 60 years ago by a franchise in California. So the product is very well established. We refinish bathtubs, showers, wall tile, countertops, and even sinks. Customers want to know what makes our product different, and that's, of course, the exclusive non-toxic porcelain. We also don't acid etch the surface, so you don't have to leave your home because of noxious fumes.
I was completely and utterly shocked. It looked like a brand new bathtub. I would recommend Total Coatings to anybody.
All righty. Thank you, Total Coatings, for sponsoring this show. We really appreciate you. Now, I hope that you've learned a little bit about how I feel that the LWN Live with Nature Foundation is, in fact, making a positive impact. We need your support. We are raising funds for human trafficking. Okay, we want you to help us with that. We certainly would appreciate if you donate to that so we can help some survivors. We can get people the help that they need. We want you to come back and join us on Friday, 7 p.m. Win Henderson. We're going to be talking about alcohol and drug addictions and how to overcome them, or at least, try and provide some tools that could create that for us. It's not an easy process, but I know how I did it. I'll be sharing that, and Win will be sharing his wisdom with us as well. Once again, thank you for joining us. We want you to have a blessed evening. We want you to be praying too as well for everybody with this storm. I mean, it's a pretty serious deal. I don't know why that changed on me, but it did. So yeah, serious tropical storm going on. Pray for everybody. It's like a very long list: a tornado watch, a storm surge, a rain, flooding. Okay, let's pray that everybody makes it through this and that there's no loss of life, and that we can just move forward and rain go away. All right. Thank you, everybody. Love you. Bless you. See you Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the meantime, have a great day. And thanks for joining us here on the LWN Live with Nature Foundation's Town Hall Get to Know. Bye for now.